welcome back to our video. I'm Dina.
I'm Nina.
I'm Asta.
I'm Tania.
I'm Nara.
I'm Aulia.
I'm Birini.
Yay! Okay, so we are a group of informatics students, right? Every day we spend our time dealing with logic, with algorithm, with coding, but we realize that college is only a part of the journey.
Yeah.
We want to know what exactly it takes to be success in the informatic or technology industry, and we are ready to get some answers, so let's dive in. Hello everyone, welcome back to our video. So as you've seen before, our group is really motivated to explore what it is actually take to build a successful career in the technology industry. To help us break down this topic, we are highly honored to be joined by our amazing guest today, Mrs. Pima Hanisa Fitri, Escom Encom. Yay! Thank you so much for taking your time to talk with us today. How are you today, ma'am?
I feel honored to be here with all you guys.
So, actually, to break down this topic, we are already prepared. Some questions from our teams. So, for the first questions, I will pass it to my teammate.
Okay, excuse me, miss. Can I ask you one question?
Sure.
Okay, what inspired you to pursue a career in informatics, and how did your journey lead to current job?
Okay. What inspired me to be a teacher, to be a lecturer? Actually, in my second semester, in my bachelor program, I met someone. I met someone. She is my we call it now algoritma and pemrograman teacher. On the past we call it dasar algoritma dan pemrograman. Her name is Febrianti Stefani, and she is my teacher. She's my lecturer. I think how she teach, how we say her material, her gesture, how she describe about algorithm and pemrograman, how she tell about how we could program, and she like to do like this. This is the question about algorithm and pemrograman. Like example, there is a man. Man want to buy an orange. Orange. The orange is sold in the market.
Yes.
Write an algorithm to make the man buy the orange in pseudocode.
Case-based.
Yeah, it's case-based, and I love it. I love her. I love her so that I told to myself, one day I have to be a teacher who teach algorithm and pemrograman.
I already have experienced it in your class. Yes. So that's the main inspiration. Yes.
Yeah, algorithm and pemrograman. I remember she teach about what we call it variable. About when we call it a variable in my class, variable data is a box. It's a box
with
a box that
ball.
name. It's a box with a ball.
Yes.
Ball is the value, box is the name.
Yes.
We can change the name, we can change the value, but not the name of the box.
That's how I remember it.
That's how I can explain about apa nih variable in algorithm and pemrograman.
Okay.
Really inspiring.
Okay, I will be the second for the question. So
Okay.
I'd like to ask what challenge that you face when applying for your first time job in technology field, and how did you overcome them?
Oh, challenge. What do you guys think about challenge in informatics?
Really hard.
It's informatics works in technology, right? And each day technology like improve so fast. So maybe that's one of the
Challenge.
challenge. Yeah.
But for someone who didn't have basic in technology, it's kind of hard, maybe a little hard. But it's okay.
Yeah, and also it's really hard to apply what we thinking into code.
Any problem about any challenge you think you would face? Okay, the challenge I face when I applied in informatics is what we think we need, or what we think we want to do is not what manufacturers need. It's not what an industry need. We think we have to build an AI that can be God, or AI that can solve anything. No, I applied. I actually accepted at the first try on BUMN.
Oh, that's so cool.
The first try, yes, on the in Bank BRI, I think. AI analyze, but I refuse. I choose to be lecturer here because it's a bank. I don't want to work in the bank. And I want to be algorithm programming teacher. So
It's hard to work with money.
Yeah, it's very. I was learn about AI like CNN, like RNN, everything that what alien thing. But after I interviewed in the bank, they called me, can you build an AI? What kind of AI? AI that we can see, that we can write, that we can calculate in Excel.
Excel.
Yes, in Excel. So they told me, this is decision tree in Excel. Can you build this? Yeah, I can. What other method can you build in Excel? I can use KRN. Oh, okay. Gitu. I can write random forest. Oh, okay, good. And I accept. In Excel, because the industry, the manufacturer didn't have such a good environment to build a good AI. I was work in other BUMN company gitu, in buat kerja praktek, and I have to build a desktop app on XP Windows. Not a Vista, not a Windows 7, is XP.
That's vintage.
Yeah, really. That's not a vintage, Arca. Arca.
That's already old.
Yes.
So-
Then we have to do that, and we need to do that. The company need that. The manufacturer need that. Not a godly AI, but a simple AI that can cut the company purchase expense.
I mean, you got accepted at first time. Maybe that means that you are very talented. Big experience. Yay!
And then, Miss, can you describe your current role and the work culture in your company?
I work here in your campus.
Yeah.
I work with you every Tuesday. Yeah, my job is at administrative is crazy, as you know. Lecture administrative is crazy, but I really like to teach you guys, so I got.
You really like teaching.
Yeah, I feel teaching is my healing process.
This is new.
Yeah, process. Sometimes we know that healing means being a stable person. Gitu kan. Stable person is when you face a challenge continued like every day, every week. You can make a decision like more wisely every day, every week. That would make you a stable person. I face you guys. I meet you guys. I talk to you guys every week. So really, this is my healing process.
So that's one thing that we can learn, guys. Work in a field that you like.
And no pressure.
No pressure.
But do you feel pressured?
I felt I am feeling the pressure.
All the time.
Yeah, I feel that I am feeling the pressure, but what life without pressure?
Yeah, well, like, the person, it was boring. Yeah.
And then,
Nice.
what the most important skills in your daily work?
My daily work is actually when we talk about lecturing, it may be the most important skill is knowing the material, knowing what you have to say in the class gitu. But for me, the most important skill in lecturing is public speaking. How you bring the material to the class, and when you don't know the material you need the class to explore themselves. You know how to tell it without hurting the class.
I mean, each class also have like a different characteristic, right? So you have to tell them differently each class. That must be hard.
I call myself a customized docent.
So you can customize your character in each class.
Bismillah.
But yeah, we felt. I mean, the class is great. Your class. That means you're successful.
So energetic.
Yeah. I love it. So
Can
much.
Max review?
Oh, tomorrow.
We'll be debating about AI.
Any questions?
Oh yeah. What like soft skill or technical, do you think informatics student should have before entering the industry?
The problem solving skill.
Oh.
The problem solving skill. Period.
Because informatics student will face too many kind of problem, right?
Yes, and we don't do something that repetitively. Yeah. We do something eventually. No. But problem based lah. So the industry atau the manufacturer would give you a problem, you have to solve it without hurting the other problem.
Oh.
But it's connected to the 1,000 problem.
Yes, that's right.
The problem solving skill.
Problem solving skills. So, maybe we are also an informatics students, right? So maybe can you give us advice for us and also other informatics students that want to build a successful career in the informatics or technology industry?
Okay, for the all informatics student in the world.
Whoa! This is for the world.
For the informatics student in the world, don't stop learning because you learn Don't stop learning because the material will outrun you if you stop running and stop learning.
Don't stop learning, guys. Wow.
Any question, maybe?
Yeah,
That's a really.
You need to talk or
it's so.
anyone to talk here? Anyone need to talk here? Okay.
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions anymore?
We still have, what is it? Like 1 minute maybe?
1 minute.
Yeah, maybe that's all.
That's all?
That's all. Okay, that was a very insightful advice and also experience from ma'am, for Mrs. Pima. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Miss Pima.
Thank you so much for taking your time today. And also, guys who are watching, please take what Mrs. Pima said, the advice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all from us from the interview. We hope that any material from this interview can be a learning material for you guys who watching the video. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Keep studying, don't forget.
You need to keep learning.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so that was our interview with Mrs. Pima. That was very insightful, right? Yes. And right now, we are sitting here to talk about what exactly stuck with us. We are a bunch of students, and a lot of the things that she said hit exactly so close to home, so close to our daily life. So let's break it down. So what do you guys think about the interview? Maybe let's start from you.
Me? Okay. If it's all for me, well, the interview last day. What is my conclusion from Miss Pima is she really did inspire me, of course. And then she really talked a lot about technology that start to grow, maybe about industry too. So in that plan or anything like that, I can start thinking that she's our role model, and then she also has a role model or to chase her dream. I mean, we can stop learning from that. Also, if I can see, she also worked like something fun that maybe inspire her the most.
Yeah.
That's the conclusion that I can see. That's the thing that I can give out to us all. And then from not to stop learning is, yeah, we are a student and she's our lecturer in Etika AI.
Yes.
And yes, she inspires us the most as our role model, and then we really need to learn from her that everyone has their own role model, and also we have to chase our dream by keep on learning. Also, and then I can't stop thinking about this. She did as her role model, but she kept on trying to chase her dream by working in the environment that making her feel alive.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I can even talk about. That's my conclusion.
But that's great. Yeah. She did say that working in the field that makes she alive,
Yes.
that is teaching, right? She really loves teaching.
And
So
when she did teach us, she really cheerful about that.
yeah, so energetic. We love that. Okay, then what do you think about the interview stuff?
Maybe like I could say that when Miss Pima has someone that inspired her, I mean, to chase her dream to be a lecturer. Like we know that she tells us to. She just like pursue to B1N, right?
Yeah.
But because like she's not into that field, so
Yeah.
she just choose a different path that is being lecturer.
Yes.
So I mean, like what we can get from that we need to have someone that inspire us in everything. I think in our career. I think like its career is not only that you work every day, just like went to the work that just earn your money for living, but also that we enjoy doing the activities.
Yeah. That's so.
Yeah, and also like I could say that has a role model is something. I think if we don't have any choices, that's the hope to pursue something. Yeah, that we admire with someone, or I think from a parents or something like their appearance and their career is really good or something. We feel like, oh, we imagine like law of attraction to, oh, I want to be like her or like him. Yeah, that's also the hope we going to do something, and we should to take in the future. And when we feel burn out and we lose motivation, we still have someone.
To look up.
Yeah, to look up. Like what should we do when that person is already like this? So we can mirroring myself to that person.
Like we can, if we face something, then we can like imagine what will the person that is, what will our role model do when they face the same problem, right? That's so
Problem
exactly it.
solving.
Yes. And maybe let's go next to Ania.
Oh, okay. Same as Asa and Al said before, that informatics needs problem solving skills, right? And to be honest, that's hard. Yeah, that's very hard. Like, oh my god, we're stressed, burn out every time. But Miss Pima said we don't give up easily for that. Like, don't give up easily, guys. Just studying, keep studying, and if you feel burn out, just take a rest. And next, if you feel burn out again, you just take a rest and start again from the start again, just start again. And I also interest about saying, like Miss Pima said, she is really like teaching. It's something new for me, like wow, she really like teaching, like, oh my god. But at first I felt like teaching is really tired. But after Miss Pima said like that, maybe I should try that. Maybe teaching or being lecturer. Maybe I just try that in my future. Yes.
But it's okay. I think a lot of people have a different life, right? And we can choose our own. But if you want to try, it's okay. Yes.
Maybe I want to try that.
Yeah.
Something new.
Following our role model.
When you're like doing something new to start.
That's good to know.
Yeah, related about the problem solving, like Miss Pima said, the most important skill that informatics students should develop before entering the industry is problem solving, right? Yeah, beside the technical skill that we have, like programming and soft skill like communication and teamwork, problem solving is the key ability, because it helps students face challenges or like find effective solution. Yeah, so that we can move or like still learning something new to find effective solution to that. Yeah, so that's why for me, like us informatics student, we should continue to improve this skill because it's very helpful, it's very useful in the workplace, and make us more prepared and successful in the industry. Yeah,
That's I mean, problem solving is really important.
Yeah.
Because we will face a lot of type of problem that has a lot of different type of solving ways. Yes.
And technology is developed day by day.
Yeah.
We should adapt it.
Yeah.
And they developing rapidly, like really fast.
Yeah, technology is always changing. Always update. So like, if we have strong or like problem solving skill. It's so helpful, it's so useful in our workplace. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. Thank you. Okay, let's move to Vina.
Okay. I think everyone needs a role model. As they can give motivation, guidance, and each other. I also agree with Mrs. Pima that everyone who's working in technology industry must never stop learning. Yeah. The ability, good communication skills, and a willingness to improve oneself are the key factors for survive and success in career and a career in industry technology. That's
Communication is also important, right? Because we will never work alone, especially in the technology industry, because we will we have the user, we have to think about the user and etc. There's a lot of people we will work with, so communication skill is really important.
We're still human, we need to socialize more.
Yeah, that's true. We should socialize more. That's it. Okay, thank you, Mina. Let's move to Birane. What do you think?
I think like same as Anya. So technology is really hard for everyone. So we need to study, and then a lecturer who can make an example for their student, like Mr. Ima do. It's so make easy for the student. Also, get inspired from her role model. For her lecture, make our lessons so fun to do. Her class is so fun.
That's so true.
Very fun. Yeah, and then like you guys say too, like informatics is growing so fast, so we need to study it every day. And then when we just grow up, and then very next time, and then we need to still study, right? For all of us, all of you guys who do technology too, never stop studying.
We cannot really highlight that. Just keep studying.
Keep learning.
Never stop studying.
never stop studying.
Well, if you're tired, just give yourself some rest. Started from the scratch.
Get self.
But don't stop learning.
Just know that's the point.
Honestly, after listening to all of you guys, that's just confirmed that the interview was really insightful. For me, the thing that stick with me the most is also what you guys already said, is that the importance of having a role model. I think that's exactly what we need to keep motivated. To have someone to inspire us, and also to make us keep move on, right? Just like Mrs. Pima was inspired by her lecturer, and also it shows that working in a field that we love, in a field that we genuinely have interest in, will make everything, even the heavy workload, feel worth it. Just like Mrs. Bima, she likes teaching, so when she worked as a lecturer, even though she said that the administration is hard, being lecturer is hard, but because she loves it, she never give up, right? And also the most eye-opening thing is when she said, what we think we need is not always what the industry needs. It's like a brutal reality check, but it's exactly what we have to hear, what we need to hear, because it's like a wake-up call to stop being comfortable and start preparing ourselves for the real demands out there. Because if we keep in our inside comfort zone, we will never grow up, right? Especially with technology technology industry. Like the advice Mrs. Bima gave us, never stop learning, because technology always grows rapidly. If we stop learning, we will get left behind. When we choose informatics or technology industry, it doesn't just mean we graduating then work. No, that doesn't mean like that. If we choose the informatics industry, that means that we are committing to a lifestyle where we never stop learning. Yeah, if we stop learning, then we stop growing, right?
Stop learning, we're done.
True, because
We're done.
about technology, if we already learn about technology, today's technology, tomorrow it may be different, already different, because it grows rapidly, very fast. So we need to keep learning until we old. Yeah. So in the future, I plan to stay curious. I will get out of my comfort zone. I will keep building. I will keep breaking things, and I will keep learning from those mistakes, because I know that's the only way to stay relevant in the industry. Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you guys will do from now on? After we got advice from Mrs. Bima about the industry, what will you guys do from now on?
I want to change my perspective. I want to change my perspective that, yeah, I really do easily give up. Yeah. But then hearing Miss Pipa that said you need to learn more, there's something that you can do more about. You don't have to give up that easily. You can rest if you want, but start from the scratch. So I want to change that perspective and come out from my comfort zone or something like that.
Yes.
Then maybe start to build my own personal branding. I want to know more about technology or such. That's what I'm going to do after this.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
I mean, that's true. In the technology, there are a lot of like role, right? Important role, and we can, but I think it's more nice, more great too if we focus on one thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think we should choose which way we will go in the future, because technology have a lot of type, a lot of rules. Yeah, that's it. Our perspective about the interview, what we think about the interview. Thanks for listening, and let's take Mrs. Bima advice to never stop learning. We will say it again and again and again. Never stop learning. Because if we stop learning, we will stop growing. Yeah.
It's okay if you feel tired, but don't stop.
Yeah, don't stop. Keep growing. Yeah, keep growing. It's okay to make mistakes as long as we learn from those mistakes. So we will not do the same mistake in the future. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. That's from us. We hope this will motivated you to go for the top.
Yes. See you on top, guys.
See you on top.